All right, to all my puppy pottiers that having issues, this is the first thing we do. Remember, I put the puppies over here yesterday. I did not move that octagon for a reason. And the reason why I didn't move it is because it already has their odor in there. The first thing I'm gonna do in the morning is bring them out here to the same location where they were. If you see one poop right there, I'm gonna drop them right nearby it. They're gonna run around and cry for a minute, but eventually they're gonna stop and use the bathroom. Sand in it, almost like a litter box. So then if you put sand in it, you see how they're smelling it? That one, the round one, they've already did it on, so they know their odors on there, right?
They're thinking about it.
Yeah, well, they're checking it out. See, she's peeing right there. So you gotta get the money shot, Will.
So many you little rascals.
So should be a little easier for the girls because the girls usually use the bathroom instantly.
What does it mean when they dig on it like that?
They're sitting. You know, they're in their paws is their scent.
Okay, so they just...
Yeah, they put their scent on it. And like I said, they're just they eat. I gotta get a bigger bowl. Yesterday only 3 would eat. Today they're all eating. So, you got the artificial grass.
I'm guessing they like that?
They're gonna eventually start pooping on it. You're gonna have it in their spot, like wherever they are in the house.
Kind of like a pad.
Yeah, but you want it to smell like outside. You don't want it to smell like it came from Amazon.
Okay.
Because they're not gonna poop on it if it smells like it came from the store.
If you have it smelling like your yard.
They're gonna poop on it.
Okay.
In the house.
Not gonna run water.
Yes. So this is the deodorizer. It's called Kennel Odor Eliminator, KOE. If you don't use this inside of their kennels, you'll never be able to kill the odor of poop and pee, no matter what. This will kill the odor. As long as the dog can re-smell that odor, or the puppy, they're gonna keep going back to that same spot to use the bathroom. So what we've done right here is we put in little pads for them to use the bathroom on, because we know at 12 weeks they're not gonna be perfect. But if they use the bathroom on these pads, or they smell the odor of the poop and pee on these pads, no matter where they are in the house, that's where they're gonna go to use the bathroom, instead of all over the house. And then you can start winging them off of the whole pads in general, the longer their stay and buildup is on holding their poop and pee in the house. So we wanna contain it, neutralize it, and keep bringing them back to the same spot. We brought them back here because they've already used the bathroom out here. So with them already using the bathroom out here, we can go ahead and they'll go ahead and activate the use of the bathroom whenever we bring them out here. Now the important thing is you have to bring them puppies outside probably 20, 30 times a day for them to actually get it. You can't just wait for them to cry or let them in a crate and try to guess. Even if they don't have to use the bathroom, we'll look right here. She's using the bathroom. Even if well, you keep missing the money shot. Even though they don't have to use the bathroom, you think they don't, you never know when they do. Also containing how much water and food they get. This is a litter, so they're gonna get as much food and water because they have to share it amongst each other. But you gotta have a plan. What times they go out, what times they eat, and how often you're gonna use the bathroom. Even if they don't have to use the bathroom, right? The best part is to bring them out immediately after they poop and they pee. I mean, after they eat their food, bring them outside. And again, normally in the past what I would do is I would just take off work for a week or 2 to do it. And then get it done. And once it's done, I go back to work and the dog is at home not using the bathroom in a crate. So That's one of the, getting a puppy is like a mom delivering a baby. You got to take maternity leave. You know, if pooping and peeing is the thing that hurts you the worst, then you got to take off just to fix it. Because once they condition themselves to keep doing it continuously in their crate, it's almost impossible to get them out of it. And you see how, like I was talking about earlier, they're running on those little pads? So while they're running on those little pads, they're getting their scent on top of those pads. So when I take that pad in the house and I let them loose, the first thing they're gonna run to is that pad to use the bathroom if they can't make it outside. So you always gotta give the puppies an opportunity to win and be fair to the puppy. Starts with the breeder. The problem what happens is this. One of the number one reasons why it's so hard for some people to potty train their puppies is because the breeder allowed the puppies to stay with the mother until they were 8 weeks old. What the mom does when they're in the pen with the mom, she licks their pee and she eats their poop. So the breeder never has to take them outside, and then they sell the puppy to you, and then all of a sudden, guess what you're dealing with? Poop and pee. So once you start imprinting that early, by the time the person gets the puppy, boom. And this goes hand in hand with crate training. That's why we put them in a separate crate from the moms.
They're at 5 weeks, right?
Yeah, they're at 5 weeks. The only time they're with mom is when at night when they eat, or whenever eating time is, and then they get taken away and they get put in their own crate. Because again, these puppies are going to go stay with other humans, not other dogs. Yeah. So they're not going to be going to another mom doggy at their place. They're going to be going to stay with humans. So we want to get them used to touching, coming up, feeling, us petting them, not being shy, right? The touch and feel of human hands, right? Humans are taking care of them. We want to get them in that whole cycle of understanding that. So this is how we keep them from being skittish and shy, is by touching them like this. And you see they'll all start coming over to me.
You can see what they really want. This little guy over here.
Yeah.
He's locked on that.
You start seeing their desires too, what they really want, right? So you can start petting them, touching them feeling human hands, right? They're already nipping right now. And at nighttime, you can tell they're teaching themselves because one nips harder to the other one, and it's called bite inhibition. And then the other one gets mad and yelps really loud. And then the puppy understands, hey, I can't nip my brothers and sisters that hard. See, like right now, this is where they're learning that at. And the next 2 weeks, they're gonna be triple the size. They're gonna be triple the size. This is where they grow. This is where their minds grow. This is where they start to learn to be scared of stuff or not be scared of stuff, right? So if they're stuck in a crate with mom until 8 weeks, they don't get none of this, right? And then you get a puppy that has a bunch of mental issues. They didn't get enough stimulation as puppies. They're still waiting, looking for their mother. They're crying all night in the kennels, right? They're scared of everyone that you come around. And the only thing you're thinking is, what's wrong with my puppy? Because the breeder didn't do any of this. A lot of this stuff is educational stuff. If you're into the breeding just for money and you don't understand this process, you're breeding a lot of bad dogs, regardless how good the bloodline is, right? This is the difference from them being fear biters and being really good puppies, is getting this stimulation. Plus they're getting vitamin D, right? They're getting a lot of vitamin D. They're out here. Cars are driving by. That's why I set it up right here instead of behind the fence. They can hear the cars driving by. People are walking by with their dogs, their strollers. They already start to hear all that stuff. Because if not, when you get them out, and we've seen dogs like this, you see them when we go into Lowe's and Tractor Supply, as soon as we go through the doorway, they duck. Their head ducking, you know what I mean? And they're probably, 6 months old, right? But if I can make this puppy unafraid of that stuff now, then they're gonna be amazing when they're bigger. See, she's playing with water. And you can start to see who's gonna be a water dog. That means that dog is gonna like to take baths. That dog's gonna like to do a lot of things, right? It's gonna like to play in the water, the mud, right? You identify a water dog. We identified a toy dog with the green collar, right? You can already see your lap dogs and everything, right? The one with the blue collar, she's laying down. She's gonna be a lap dog. She likes to just chill and relax, right? Now, if you see, See how she went away from the group? That's what I call an alpha dog. She doesn't have to be with the whole group to be entertained. She can be by herself, right? And we just leave them out here. They'll start pooping on the pads. They'll finish their food. They'll go in for breakfast after breakfast time. And then at lunchtime, we'll do it again. Condition and routine. So we'll just have to wait for the money shot look.